The Forbidden Forest. For over 300 years, no one in the village of Akinlade dared enter Black Hollow Forest after sunset. It wasn't simply because it was dark. It was because something lived there. The oldest villagers spoke of strange lights dancing between the trees at midnight. Hunters claimed they heard laughter from women who could never be seen. Travelers who wandered too deep often returned days later with no memory of where they had been. Others returned with white hair, trembling hands, and eyes filled with a terror they could never explain. Many never returned at all. Every child grew up hearing the same warning. If you hear someone crying inside Black Hollow Forest, keep walking. If someone calls your name, don't answer. And if you see a beautiful woman wearing white, run. But stories become legends. Legends become myths. And myths are easy to laugh at. Especially for a man like Adebayo. At 29 years old, he was the greatest hunter the village had ever known. Strong, fearless, and respected by everyone, Adebayo believed only in what his eyes could see. Ghosts. Fairy tales. Monsters. Stories told to frighten children. His father often warned him. Pride blinds a hunter long before darkness does. Adebayo only smiled. Then I hunt the darkness too. He had no idea those words would become his curse. The cry in the woods. One cold morning, Adebayo left before sunrise. His goal was to find the legendary white stag rumored to roam the deepest part of Black Hollow Forest. People believed anyone who killed the animal would become wealthy beyond imagination. He packed enough food for 3 days, kissed his aging mother goodbye, and disappeared beneath the towering trees. The forest felt ordinary at first. Birds sang. Leaves rustled. Sunlight filtered through the branches. But the farther he walked, the quieter everything became. The birds vanished. The insects stopped buzzing. Even the wind seemed unwilling to enter. Hours later, he realized something strange. He could no longer hear his own footsteps. The thick carpet of moss beneath him swallowed every sound. Then, a woman cried. Not loudly. Softly. Like someone who had been crying for centuries. The sound drifted through the trees. Every instinct told him to leave. Instead, he followed it. The woman beneath the dead tree. Deep inside the forest stood a single enormous tree. Unlike every other tree around it, this one had no leaves. Its branches looked like skeletal fingers reaching toward the sky. Beneath it sat a young woman. She wore a long white dress torn by thorns. Her long black hair covered most of her face. She looked cold. Lost. Alone. When she finally looked up, Adebayo forgot how to breathe. She was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. Her eyes shimmered like silver beneath the fading sunlight. I don't remember who I am, she whispered. I woke up here. I've been alone for so long. She looked frightened. Broken. Helpless. Adebayo felt his heart soften. He offered her food. She accepted eagerly. But something about the way she ate unsettled him. She swallowed large chunks without chewing. When she finished, she smiled. I haven't eaten in a very long time. He assumed she had been starving. He never questioned it. That was his second mistake. When they returned to the village, silence spread like wildfire. An old blind woman named Mama Sod stepped forward. Although blind for 20 years. She stared directly at the mysterious woman. Her face turned pale. No. She whispered. Take her back. She crossed the boundary. She belongs to the forest. Everyone froze. The strange woman lowered her head. Tears rolled down her cheeks. I'm sorry. I don't want to cause trouble. The villagers looked at each other. Adebayo wrapped an arm around her. She's just scared. Mama Sod screamed. You fool. She's wearing the face of a dead woman. No one listened. Love had already begun its work. Adebayo gave the woman a new name. Amara. From that day forward, she lived in his home. Months passed. Amora became the perfect wife. She cleaned the house. She smiled politely. She rarely spoke. She never argued. Everyone slowly forgot the old woman's warning. Except, odd things continued happening. She never ate breakfast. She never touched garlic or salt. She refused to enter the village church. She never allowed anyone into the bedroom after sunset. Every midnight she disappeared. Every dawn she returned. Her feet were always muddy. Her hands were always cold. Whenever Adebayo asked where she had gone, she smiled. I like listening to the forest. He believed her. Love had made him blind. The disappearances began quietly. First came chickens. Then goats. Then dogs. Soon cattle vanished. The villagers blamed wild animals. Until people began disappearing. A young shepherd vanished. 3 woodcutters never returned. An entire family disappeared overnight. Search parties found only blood-stained footprints leading into Black Hollow Forest. Fear spread across the village. Still, Amora remained calm. Too calm. Every night she stood outside staring toward the forest. Smiling. The secret beneath the house. One violent storm awakened Adebayo. He heard chewing. Wet. Slow. Patient. The sound came from beneath the floor. Holding a lantern and his rifle, he followed it into the cellar. The smell hit him first. Rot. Death. Fresh blood. His lantern illuminated the darkness. His mother's necklace. His brother's hunting knife. His father's walking stick. Then, bones. Hundreds of them. Human bones. Some fresh. Some ancient. At the center of the room knelt Amora. She was feeding. Her beautiful face slowly split apart. Her mouth stretched wider than humanly possible. Rows upon rows of black teeth emerged. Her fingers lengthened into claws. Her skin peeled away, revealing gray flesh crawling with worms. Her eyes glowed white. She slowly turned toward him. You shouldn't have come down here. I died here, she whispered. 300 years ago. The villagers accused me of witchcraft. They buried me alive beneath the dead tree. I screamed until my voice became the cry you heard. My body died. My hatred lived. I waited centuries for a kind man to carry me beyond the forest. You gave me a home. You gave me a family. And now, you've given me a feast. Adebayo fired every bullet. Each one tore through her body. Each wound healed instantly. She laughed. The cellar shook. Darkness swallowed the lantern. The screams echoed through the village until sunrise. Then, silence. The last morning. The villagers gathered outside Adebayo's house. The front door slowly creaked open. Amora stepped outside. She wore the same white dress she had worn the day Adebayo found her. Not a single drop of blood stained it. She smiled at everyone. A slow, gentle, terrifying smile. Then she walked back toward Black Hollow Forest. No one moved. No one spoke. Even the bravest hunters lowered their weapons. They watched until she disappeared between the trees. She never looked back. Epilogue, the cry never ends. Years passed. The village slowly emptied. Families moved away. The houses collapsed. Nature reclaimed the land. But Black Hollow Forest remained. Travelers still tell stories of hearing a beautiful woman crying beneath the trees. Some claim they have seen a pale bride wandering alone under the moonlight. Others insist they watched her holding the hand of a handsome hunter, leading him deeper into the darkness. Every search party sent after the missing vanished without a trace. Only one thing was ever found. A weathered hunting rifle leaning against the dead tree. Its owner was never seen again. And if you ever find yourself standing at the edge of an ancient forest, and you hear a lonely woman crying in the distance, Do not answer. Do not follow. Because somewhere in the darkness, the bride of Black Hollow Forest is still searching for her next husband.